Hello everyone, welcome to Lambton College. My name is Lavisha. I am a current student at Lambton in Sarnia and your social media ambassador. I hope you remember my last video on housing in Sarnia where I discussed about some of the important factors that must be considered when you look for accommodation options here in Sarnia. So in today's video, I am going to talk about some points that could help you to be a responsible renter. Go through your lease to get yourself familiar with your roles and responsibilities as a tenant. A lease is a written document between you and your landlord. It contains all the information related to the property like premises information, name of all the tenants and the property manager, occupancy limit, length of tenancy, rent stipulations, deposits and fees, house rules, repairs and maintenance requirements, etc. When choosing a rental, consider who you are going to live with and the number of occupants. You want to have a clean, safe and productive space to study and live in. It is your responsibility as a tenant to make sure to keep the rental property clean and tidy on a day-to-day basis. You can create a cleaning schedule or maybe split the work with your housemates. Always pay your rent on time every month. No excuses. No landlord or property manager would feel good chasing down or tracking down a tenant for rent. It is your responsibility as a tenant to make sure that you are careful in maintaining the rental and that you do not cause any damages. You will be responsible for any repairs, so be careful and treat it like it's your own place. Also, if the rental requires any repairs or maintenance, do not hesitate to reach out to your landlord. If you try to fix something yourself, it might lead to further damages, so let the landlord address the issue. Now let's listen to Jabino about his experience with housing.
Hi everybody, my name is Jabino James. I'm a second year student at Lambton College. I am here today to share with you my experience on being a responsible renter. My journey started in Toronto, where I made the mistake of renting a townhouse that had 13 people living in it. The house was so crowded for me. It was difficult for me to use the kitchen, the washroom, and it was even challenging for me to do the laundry. The house was so disorganized. In the conversation I had with the owner, I was supposed to stay for a month. Within no less than 3 weeks, the landlord showed up and informed us that the house was due for renovation and wanted us to move out. As there was no contract between us, I had to move out. Me being completely new around here, had no idea what to do. Now I have learned my lesson. I did a large-scale research before I moved to a new house here in Sarnia. Firstly, before I signed a new contract, I called on the landlord and had a proper conversation with her. Talked about the lease in detail, and she told me about the rules and responsibilities I am supposed to follow. She made everything crystal clear. It is critical to read what is in the contract before you sign it. Seeing was believing for me, so I came, I saw and I signed. Now talking about the rent, I had to pay the first and last month's rent as a security deposit, which is normal here in Canada. The rent is just around $400 for a shared room and $600 for a single room, which includes all utilities like water, electricity, Wi-Fi, and even cleaning materials. I was lucky. But you should budget for $800 including food and rent. Now let me tell you certain responsibilities I continue to follow as a good tenant. According to the contract, I'm supposed to pay the rent in the first week of every month. I pay my rent by doing a simple e-transfer through online banking and downloading the bill or taking a screenshot of the payment made and sending it to the landlord. As I am not the only person in the house, it is mandatory to clean after myself. Like for instance, doing the dishes after cooking, cleaning the cooking area, or making sure that I pick my clothes up after doing the laundry. If we have any issues with our housemates, we try to solve them by talking to each other. We respect everyone's culture and emotions. Moreover, we are like a family.
I hope this helps you understand that you are just not responsible for your academics but also for the place you are living in. Jabina's experience would help you understand the important roles and responsibilities you have as a tenant. Thank you for watching this video. Good luck!